After days of hard digging, we are finally ready to get some water running. This means dropping our well pump in and connecting it to a pressure tank indoors. We brought some guys in with the right tools for the job and a couple funny stories too.
Caught the law. I won't stick my hands out to catch that again. I know that. You learn quick.
It's an exciting day because not only did we get power yesterday, we're getting water today. I'm working with Liberty Pure Solutions. They're a local water company. They're gonna come out and help drop this well pump down in and hook my pressure tank up inside the house. I considered doing the DIY route on this, but honestly, I didn't have the right tools really to easily drop the well pipe in. I didn't have the experience, I've never done it before. Probably could have YouTubed it, but this was just something I would have rather paid someone to do. So that is what we're doing, and I'm just gonna document the process as we go. I'm gonna show you their little gator setup with the winch on it. This is really cool, and this goes to show you why it helps to have the right tool for the job. But is it custom made?
Not really. These reels came pre-made, a place called Motion Industries, and we just basically bracket them on here, and that's it.
That is so cool. That is the right tool for the job right there.
It absolutely is.
I love it. You even got the wire on the front. Oh my gosh, ready to go.
Come to you.
Good?
Uncoiling the pipe onto the winch takes the twist out of it and allows it to drop a lot straighter. So do you feed the wire down at the same time as the pipe and then you kind of like tape it at intervals or something? Gotcha. You brought a 3/4 horsepower pump, right?
Is that what you want in the hole?
Yep.
Okay.
The driller recommended 3/4 and I think that's what Kevin and I settled on as well. It's, for the depth, I think it's what makes sense.
Me and Dennis were talking about it. You could go either way, 3/4 or half.
Gotcha. Yeah, we'll go 3/4. That's a lot longer than I was expecting it to be. And these Flint and Walling pumps are pretty decent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've had good.
You're a fan of them? All stainless?
Yep, all stainless. We did start using Goulds for a little while, but they became problematic, and we tore more out than we kept them new.
The guys use both Teflon tape and pipe dope at all threaded connections. That ensures a leak-free seal. Then they use a blowtorch to soften the pipe up to get over the barbed adapter. This is 1-inch polyethylene pipe specifically for wells.
232.
Here's everything up close after all the connections are made. This DIY T-handle tool threads into the pitless adapter and makes installation a breeze. You'll see how that works in just a bit.
Straightened up. Differential lock. Four-wheel drive. Oh! Alright, got it. We're good. Boom.
How often do you actually see pitless fail?
Well, regularly, especially the brass ones.
Really?
The hardest part of setting the pitless is having someone up here to hold your bar straight, because if you don't keep this part straight while he's doing that, when you pull it out, it'll be crooked and you'll never get it back in again.
See, those are the things that you don't think about if you've never done it before.
Right.
That's where I would have ran into issues. If you haven't heard the term pitless adapter before, it's just a metal part that allows a sealed 90-degree connection between the underground horizontal pipe and the vertical pipe going down into the well. This allows the vertical pipe and pump to be pulled independently of the horizontal pipe. In the past, this connection was made in a dugout pit, hence the term pitless adapter.
Oh man. The calories.
This short piece of conduit protects and seals the wire as it comes up out of the ground and back down into the top of the well casing. Then it was time to drop the pump. The guys did some last-minute prep work, then began hoisting it down with the winch. The yellow wire that goes down with it fed from the spool in front of the machine over the roof and down with the pipe. Did I miss the torque arrestor? Did you guys already put that on? It's at the bottom.
Yep.
That's when you seen us shoving the pipe down, that's where it was meeting the casing in the bedrock.
Gotcha. Is that any kind of special tape or is that just electrical tape?
It's 2-inch wide pump tape.
Pump tape.
Yeah, it doesn't have any carcinogens in it.
Nice. Better than electrical tape, which I'm sure has lots of carcinogens.
Yeah, it's kind of made out of like the same PVC stuff that the casing and all is made out of.
Gotcha.
So it's a little thicker.
Gotcha.
Electrical.
So you cut the pipe to length to start, so you just have to once you put the whole pipe in, you know you're at the right spot.
Yep, 220.
It's nice when we know the depth ahead of time.
The other one,
Yeah, how do you figure that out?
we drop a weight.
Oh,
We
gotcha.
can only do that. Only works up to 300 feet.
Why does it only work to 300 foot?
Because if you put a plumb bob on the end of a 300-foot rope, by the time you get 300 foot, you're not going to want to pull that thing up.
It's that heavy.
We're in the water. It's got pressure.
Gets tougher to push it down once you're in the water.
Now you can hear it hissing out of the...
Oh, the air pressure.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Turn it towards the reel once you get it in. The reel?
How come you face it that way? Shouldn't
Away
it
from the tape joint.
go away from the tape joint?
Because if you go to put... So this is going to spin. Once we get it in there, it's going to spin. And you don't want that tape in the way as you're trying to slide this thing.
Oh. Is it because it's white? You can see up down in there, reflects the light.
Yeah, steel casing, you have to use a flashlight every time.
Needless to say, we have drop mirrors and all that kind of stuff. Trying to...
Really? Oh my
I
gosh.
dropped one of these one time without a T on top of it. That's why there's a T on top of it now.
How do you get that? How do you resolve that situation?
Leave it in the bottom of the well.
You just don't. You just let it be.
Now, if something serious falls in there, like anything with a lithium battery, if you can't get it out of the well, that well's got to be abandoned.
Oh no,
And
that's
I've
not
seen it happen
good.
Before I watched a guy have his cell phone in his top pocket and never look in the well. Watch.
Oh
We had to abandon it
God.
because it was a 600-foot hole and we weren't getting it out.
Liberty Pure, whoever you were with, they had to pay for a new well to get drilled. That's a nightmare.
I mean, these, I've dropped like 6 of these now.
I'm sure those homeowners aren't standing there watching you with a camera though. So you could fish it out, or
Yeah, so what we would do if it's not too deep is we'd run a well camera down there and then make up some type of rig to retrieve it. In the trade, they actually call it fishing.
yeah,
Have something down the well.
going fishing. Once all the outdoor work was done, it was time to move indoors. The guys started by assembling the tank tee, which is a hose bib, pressure gauge, and pressure switch, and that goes into our tank, which is a 32-gallon unit. However, only about 10 gallons of that fills with water, the rest is pressurized air. The pressure tank prevents your well pump from running constantly for just short usages of water.
You learn real fast in this trade. You hear a whoosh coming down an open pipe. Don't
You
look.
better get down.
Is that just like someone turned the pump on and didn't realize the valve was open?
No, it was kind of our fault. So like usually when we cut into the drain, we tell a customer to flush all their toilets after we drain the system. And we forgot, and they decided to flush the toilet while we had the drain open.
Caught the law.
I won't stick my hands out to catch that again. I know that. You learn quick.
Jeez.
That is funny.
Oh my god. I'd be washing my hands like every day.
The plumbing guys, they're a little different.
Yeah, they're used to that.
Right.
I was kind of frustrated with how ugly this 12-2 Romex wire was turning out as I ran it for this well pump. I've since learned there's a proper way to uncoil this stuff, and it's a good thing I learned this on the first circuit I did, not the last.
He says it's okay.
What's this pressure switch set to?
40-60. I'm
Look at that.
surprised you guys with a new house didn't go for the constant pressure system.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, okay. So basically, living on well water like you live on city water.
There it is.
Constant pressure of 70 psi.
In the hole and
Yeah,
eventually it just clears itself up.
Awesome.
I don't have it open all yet.
We got water. I'm stoked. Then the guys did a water quality test to see if we needed any sort of treatment. It's just like 6th grade science class. Luckily, our pH was right on and hardness came in at 7 grains. That's moderately hard, so I'm gonna hold off on a full water softener system for the time being. The guys headed out, and then it was time for backfill. I used plenty of stone dust around the pipe and the wire along the full length. That'll make sure they never get damaged from a rock. I tried my best to pick the rocks out as I went, but it was pretty much impossible. And that's a wrap for this one. We'll see you next week with a new project.